Crocodiles are apex predators that don't have many enemies willing to take them on. Even lions will avoid scuffles with the massive reptiles. Crocodiles will attack whatever comes their way. If you want to see crocodiles causing havoc, you need to see this. As we look at the craziest crocodile hunting and battling moments caught on camera. Number 15. Crocodile versus pelican. The pelicans are out on the water, looking for something interesting to eat. But what they don't know is another animal is always looking for something interesting to eat. And it happens to be pelicans. A crocodile sticks his head out of the water and snatches one of the many pelicans floating around. The other pelicans are horrified and all move away, sticking close to one another, hoping the crocodile will be satisfied eating just one of them. Number 14. Crocodile versus monitor lizard. This estuarine crocodile has already captured a small monitor lizard, and it's in the process of swallowing the reptile whole. It is child's play for the crocodile and will probably fill him up temporarily. I'm sure he will be on the lookout for some more unsuspecting prey. Number 13. Alligator/crocodile versus fish. The American alligator is an opportunistic feeder who will devour almost anything it can get its hands on. Alligators eat a lot of fish, which are easy to capture and consume for the most part. However, alligators frequently hunt prey that is too big to be swallowed. As a result, the alligator will employ various methods to reduce its meal to smaller bite-sized pieces, such as slapping it on the water surface or stashing it for a few days until the decomposing fish is easier to split. A man was fishing when he grabbed a catfish that got trapped in an old fishing line on the shore. On the downstream bank, a large gathering of people began shouting. The man initially mistook them for fishermen, only to discover they were warning him of an approaching crocodile. You can see the crocodile jump out of the water to grab the fish, which the man has time to pull out of the crocodile's grasp. That must have been an unbelievable experience for the man fishing. This crocodile grabs another catfish and shows these birds how it is able to swallow it whole. The birds have other problems to worry about, so they don't bother with the big reptile's extravagance and eating talents. Number 12. Crocodile attack dog. This dog is walking along a riverbank, unaware that he will soon become this crocodile's next meal after he grabs him. The poor dog is defenseless and becomes crocodile chow in seconds. I'm not sure why this dog is standing in the water doing nothing. When the crocodile approaches, a man warns the dog, but it's too late. If the man knew there were crocodiles in the water, why did he let his dogs jump in there in the first place? Number 11. Caiman versus eel. A caiman finds an eel and crushes it, gets ready to swallow it whole. The tricky part is trying to get in a position to swallow it down, as their large teeth are designed more for grabbing than ripping and chewing. This caiman probably won't have to hunt for a few days after eating this eel. Number 10. Crocodile versus warthog. Even if crocodiles are tough opponents for certain animals in the bush, they sure don't seem to cause crocodiles any problems, as you can see in our thumbnail. So, a pack of wild dogs confronts this unfortunate warthog, but because it is facing the dogs, it has its back to the water, and a crocodile approaches from behind and captures the warthog. The crocodile dives into the water with the warthog in its mouth, leaving the dogs perplexed as to what just happened. They simply realize they haven't eaten in a long time, and their lunch has mysteriously vanished. Crocodiles will attack anything, including warthogs. The reptiles are usually good at snatching animals as they come to drink, but this warthog had a few dance moves of his own that allowed him to escape and live to see another day. This mama warthog is having a drink of water with her offspring when a crocodile grabs her and cuts her life short. Not only is the mama food for the crocs, but the two youngsters have become orphans and will most likely become lunch for the other predators in the bush sooner than later. Number 9. Crocodile versus wallaroo/kangaroo. A saltwater crocodile tries to attack a water buffalo and a wallaby in this disturbing video. Crocodiles wait patiently beneath the surface along the water's edge for possible prey to come to a halt and take a drink. They'll eat everything, including water buffalo and wallaby, if they can get their jaws on it. Have you ever seen a saltwater crocodile stalk a kangaroo? Watch as the crocodile dismembers the kangaroo and tosses it into the air, separating its body into chunks. The jaws of the crocodile are powerful. It just rips it apart further and further so it can swallow bits and pieces. Number 8. Crocodile versus Zebra. This was a remarkable display of bravery and determination. The zebra was secured by its rear legs by a large crocodile, while 2 additional crocodiles manipulated the head. This zebra was having none of it as he continued to bite the 2 crocodiles and block their strikes with a succession of well-placed blocks, all while drawing forward inch by inch. The enormous crocodile in the back managed to spin the zebra in the iconic death roll, but with no crocodiles in the front, the zebra simply whirled around, shook off the terror, and continued to battle, eventually escaping with a few interesting scars to show its buddies. This video is difficult to watch. This wounded zebra ends up in a mud pit, and a couple of crocodiles set the table. They begin to tear off pieces of flesh from the zebra's behind while the poor animal is still alive. The zebra tries to get up, but he can't. The crocodiles continue their feeding frenzy as the zebra abandons the fight and lays his body to rest. A zebra was caught by a large group of crocodiles during the Mara migration. The zebra was clearly exhausted from the long migration and was alone. Hence, he became an easy target for the biggest crocodiles in Africa. The migration is gaining momentum, which means the Mara River crossing points are becoming increasingly congested. Unfortunately, one unfortunate zebra becomes a meal for a swarm of hungry crocodiles and an innate hippo. Number 7. Wildebeest. The wildebeest migration is one of nature's most spectacular events, possibly the greatest spectacle on the planet. The world-famous Mara River crossings are the result of an annual migration of 2.5 million animals across Kenya and Tanzania's plains. To enjoy the fresh green grass on the other side of Kenya's Mara River, all the animals must now cross the river. This is where the action takes place. This is the annual all-you-can-eat buffet for the crocodiles. Because the wildebeest continue to arrive, all the crocodiles must do is wait and eat. This crocodile is making the most of the fact that this wildebeest is caught between a rock and a hard place. Because the wildebeest is small, the crocodile takes it in its mouth and lifts it into the air before dragging it through the water to eat. It takes only one brave soul to commit, and multitudes follow. 1,000 energies align to a single purpose, which is to cross the river. Herd mentality requires equal of courage and crazy. The single-mindedness is hardwired into the wildebeest DNA, an evolutionary survival trait. Individuals are swept up in the momentum of the crossings with no time to think about the danger, and tightly packed together, they form a single giant organism which offers protection from attack. This crocodile realizes his direct attacks at the right angles to the traffic flow do not work. The momentum of the herd is too powerful. There is no sign of it slowing down soon. So the crocodile realizes if he can't beat them, join them. So he decides to move in sync with the herd. He manages to get what he came for, and one life is sacrificed for the rest of the herd. A large group of zebras tries to cross the Mara River in Kenya. Among them, there are also individual wildebeest and their calves. The crocodiles take advantage of the situation and trap a younger wildebeest. Once one crocodile grabs it, all his friends come for a piece of the cake, and the animal is torn to pieces in seconds. Approximately 2.5 million wildebeest, gazelles, and zebras take the yearly trip across the plains of Kenya and Tanzania to cross the world's famous Mara River, where so much happens in such a short period of time. Lots of these animals lose their lives because the river is infested with crocodiles waiting for their annual all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 6. Crocodile attacks vulture. Watch a croc versus a lappet-faced vulture bird at incredible speed, while the bird is taking a bath. All this happens shortly after a marabou stork and Cape vulture appear to bully or encourage him to stay in the water, so he can provide them with a day's entertainment. The crocodile launches in there like a missile and makes feathered pie out of the vulture. The heat of Zambia's dry season has taken its toll on Ipuku. Vultures begin to congregate in anticipation of the cadaver, but a hungry crocodile has already set his sights on it. Number 5. Crocodile versus buffalo. In this terrifying video, a saltwater crocodile attacks a water buffalo and a wallaby. Crocodiles lurk beneath the surface of the water, waiting for potential prey to come to a halt and drink. If they can get their jaws on it, they'll eat anything. A buffalo is attacked by a crocodile. The other buffalo flee the water, and the two beasts begin a tug of war. The other buffaloes stand by and watch one of their own attacked because they don't want to be the next buffalo served for lunch. They could scare the crocodile away if they all jumped into the water and stomped on it, but I guess they lack the confidence to do so, or the brains. The crocodile appears to be drowning the buffalo, but the buffalo stands up and attempts to flee. A friendly rhino is also keeping an eye on the action. The crocodile appears to have abandoned the buffalo, which remains in the water probably due to broken legs. Number 4. Crocodile versus shark. Crocodiles are common in Australia's northern regions. A saltwater crocodile got within 5 meters of the person who recorded the footage to eat juvenile sharks in this video, while people on the beach were fishing. This location is extremely dangerous, and you must always be on the lookout for these beasts. What happens when a crocodile and a shark meet underwater? We can see the crocodile bite one of the shark's fins, but will it be enough to triumph? By the looks of it in this video, the crocodile seems to have the upper hand, but it's probably not always the case. Number 3. Crocodile versus impala. Impalas, like wildebeests, must drink on occasion and face the same dangers. They must be extra cautious because they are much smaller and weaker than wildebeests. They do, however, have one advantage over wildebeests, and that is speed. In this video, the crocodile leaps out of the water quickly, but the impala isn't fast enough to react and is dragged into the mud by the big reptile. This impala was decapitated by this huge crocodile, and the crocodile is just ingesting the remains of the poor impala. There isn't much left, so it only takes a few seconds before the crocodile swallows the remains whole. Number 2. Crocodile versus baboon. A poor baboon was grabbed by a monstrous crocodile, and after crushing the primate, the crocodile swung its head from side to side, taking a brief pause with the dead baboon in its mouth. I guess he wanted to relax before swallowing the baboon whole. Number 1. Crocodile versus wild boar. This crocodile drags this wild boar into the water where it will eat it. You can see in the following clips how crocodiles rip wild pigs to shreds to swallow them whole. These pigs have no chance against such powerful animals. This poor pig is desperately trying to get away from these crocodiles. I don't know what this place is, but it certainly looks like a crocodile heaven. The water is infested with crocodiles, and it looks man-made. Either this is owned by a crazy maniac that loves crocodiles, or it's a zoo with many crocodiles, and the keepers feed the reptiles wild pigs. This crocodile went into stealth mode when it was stalking a young baby hog. The surprise attack startled the hog, but it wasn't quick enough to escape and ended up on the crocodile's dining room table. All these attacks were not easy to watch, but crocodiles are definitely one of the nastiest creatures in the bush. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our look at the craziest crocodile hunting and battling moments caught on camera. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.